Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcast.
I think what would be good to talk about now is just what the meetings were like with us. Like we went through 4 weeks of preparing for this role, of understanding the job description, understanding exactly the kind of traits that we needed, all the different areas that she would be touching in your business. But after that, once we found her, what was that like for you?
Man, I was really afraid. I mean, I wasn't really even after we when we started interviewing candidates, it was still scary, man. I was like, man, how do we gonna make this work? But I learned to trust the process. You know, I mean, you guys are experts, and what I like about you guys is you guys are open. I like all those meetings when we meet. You guys are always open to listen first and collect all the feedback from us. So what I love about you guys is you always try to listen to understand. Okay, let me see tell me what you need. Tell me what you're doing right now, and then I give the information, and I try to come up with solutions for you. And every single meeting was like that. I don't remember a meeting from the onboarding process. Then I don't go out and say, huh, I didn't learn anything from that, or we didn't progress on something. There's always something that we grow, and having it all perfectly scheduling with times, and we're going to talk about this today. Now we still sometimes modify a little bit according to what we need, and that was great. But I never felt like, oh, that was a waste of time. You know, it was always something. Wow, that was a new learning, either for me or for Vicky. In some meetings, I wasn't present, it was just you and Vicky and your team. And then the next day, she come up on our morning call. Like, oh, we're doing this right now. Wow, that's amazing. You know, so yeah, it was. I guess I will say the word fun. It was fun. All your meetings,
Yeah.
with your assistants, with your team, it was always fun. And
Yeah. Well, I think for a lot of really the best companies that hire new people, part of their onboarding is that they give them someone that can meet with them every single week, right? Check in, how you're doing, what we need to work on next, where are you having problems, where do you have gaps of knowledge, how can we continue to just lift you up and help you understand how to run this company. But for a small business owner, that's hard, man, to dedicate 1 hour every single week to somebody and not even have the direction for how to lead that meeting. For a new role that's never been there before, that you don't even understand entirely yourself. And there need to be better systems for, because what we're doing right now isn't really working. That's a really big challenge. And so that's where we've come in and, for 12 weeks, we sat in with a meeting with you and with Vicky, and we talked about, hey, where are the gaps? What are you working on today? What problems do you have right now? Where do we want to be? What things are popping up? And then we try to solve those problems and help not only Vicky excel in her role as the assistant, but to help you understand what she needs and what systems need to be created so that she can excel. And so that meeting is really valuable. And then you had already mentioned, we also met with Vicky one-on-one without you there.
mm-hmm.
And so then we were able to talk about things that you didn't have to be present for, but also help her to serve you better. I remember specifically with Vicky, we had this conversation about the morning calls, and she was getting a little frustrated because you were delaying them or whatever it is. And I explained to her, hey, Vicky, you need to make sure that when you step into this call, that it's the most efficient call Sergio's ever been a part of.
Mm-hmm.
That when he steps in, he feels like you know his schedule and his priorities better than he knows them. Right. And so when you step in, that's your meeting to lead, and you need to run it. And then we did a practice where I was Sergio, she called me and ran the meeting. And then I was able to give her feedback so that then she can run a better meeting for you. And then she came to us and she said, hey, having issues with this in Slack, how can I set this up properly? And how can I get the guys involved? And we actually helped her like get someone else logged in because their email was messed up and they didn't have the right permissions to get into Slack. And we troubleshooted that with her so that now she can communicate with one of the installers seamlessly, because before she's getting messages on WhatsApp from him because he wasn't getting into Slack, right? So just troubleshooting those kinds of things. Another meeting that we had was all about we helped set up open phone with her and getting all the numbers ported and getting access to text messages and registering the phone number. But then with Typeform, which is now your new form for gathering not only new leads, but also for doing stone selections with customers for each of the different areas. And not only stone selections, but square footage and, what appliances will be in the area, those kinds of things. And we've helped her set up the logic for the Typeform so that, if someone's only doing a kitchen, they don't have to answer questions about the kitchen, the bathroom, the half bath, the outdoor kitchen. They can just answer one set of questions. So we get to go deep with with the assistant without you being present and help them really excel at their role so that they're getting trained even without you being on the clock in that meeting. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. So why don't you share with everyone kind of where things are today? And it sounds like everything's going well. How do you feel compared to pre-Vicky?
Even my accountant, madam, she mentioned the other day, it was so funny because you're like, Sergio, you got your fire back. And I was like, me, you look so excited to show up. And you look so, because I'm not gonna lie, man. At one point, as a small business owner, I mean, you know this, you question yourself, man, is this even worth it? I mean, the amount of work that I'm putting out there, it's crazy. And you get tired, no? Having Vicky on board, having the tools, the systems, it makes you wonder, man, why didn't I do this before? Right? Why do all this work by yourself? And right now it's still a lot of room, and we're still working, improving. There's still a lot of work to do, man. But now it's fun. Now I have tools. Now I have Vicky, which she's always come up with different ideas. My calendar looks better. I'm more efficient. I can get this stuff done quicker, faster, more efficient. So now I remember I used to think, man, I want to be like a $10 million company or a $20 million. You think about that and you're like, no, I'm struggling to sell 4 or I don't want to take it to the, now I think it's real possible because now when you got those systems and those tools and the right people, then you can just rinse and repeat and just scale it up. To be honest with you, I thought the granite business or the gun industry, it wasn't scaling. Like I thought it was like, you can only do this much and that's it. I mean, now I'm like, let's see where we can take this, man. It's fun. Right now, I just feel more engaged. The team is feel more engaged too. The team is more happy. There's still ways to improve. We're still working on new systems and all that. But now I have the time to really, like I told you before, I used to walk with my head down, right, and just not seeing everything that's happening. Right now, I can finally lift my head up and see, oh, we're missing this, we're missing that. I need to work on this, I need to work on that. And have somebody help you to do that. It's amazing. So it really, I just feel happier every day, man. Like it just changed the way even my family noticed it. My wife's like, wow, we're a different person now. Now I'm engaged and I'm ready to take on the next stuff, man. It's just everything. Like I say, we still have challenges, but now we have a clear ways to tackle those. And business is I don't think it should be that hard. Like it's hard, which is hard. Don't get me wrong, but it shouldn't be like that tired and just I feel like a lot of small business owners, we lost our passion and our soul because we're doing too much. We're doing a lot of stuff. And you just got to give the opportunity, man, to develop new and delegate. I think develop new system, delegate and learn. I'm learning so much in the last 4 months. I'm still learning. It's been really fun.
Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, We've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, it might be there, it might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.